Karen. How are
Hi,
you?
hi, Karen.
Can you tell us who your angel is?
Donovan Trevor Schlitt.
And can you tell us about your angel?
Oh, he was a problem from the day I got pregnant with him. Um, they had me with a blood disorder. They had him with Down syndrome. They had me with him not turning. And um, I went every week for sonograms, and I watched the fluid dissipate, and they sent me home and then called my mother and said she has to get back here. She needs a emergency C-section. So I went, and I wanted to stay awake, and they told me no. And when I woke up, the first thing I asked is he normal? And they said he's perfectly fine. That's how much they put me through during the pregnancy. Um, he was a mama's boy. He was a lot like his mother. He stood up for what he believed in. If he saw people being picked on, he'd stand up for them. He was always helping a friend out whenever the church needed help, handing out school supplies or turkeys for Thanksgiving. He would go down there and volunteer. My proudest moment was when he graduated. He was in culinary arts, and he won a trophy for first place in county, and then he went to state. And he was supposed to become a chef, but it was hard to find a chef job because the fast food places, he said, that's not using my talent. And his teacher said that he had talent. And when he cooked, he catered a lot of my family's events, sweet 16, engagement parties and weddings and stuff. And he could make penny alla vodka. Like, oh, I wanted him to teach me, show me how to do it. And he was a hard worker. And when I asked him who his best friend was when he was about 15 or 16, he was like, you are. And I says, I can't be. He says, why? I says, I'm your mother. He goes, well, you're still my best friend. So I was the one that he took to all the DC and Marvel movies. And he taught me at the end of every Marvel movie, there was an extension for the following movie that would be followed up. And we just did a lot of things together. We went to a lot of concerts. He enjoyed my music, and he got me to enjoy his music, and he would quiz me on his music, and I quite shocked him because I was never into rap. And he was, like I said, a hard worker. He brought a brand new 2014 Chevy Camaro, and he had the world in front of him. And all the girls in school loved him. No, they always said that he was their protector. He stood up for what was right. And he loved his family. His family was always number one. And his brother was his, on one of his posts, he wrote, of all the superheroes that I love, my brother is my favorite superhero. So, yeah.
I love that. I love that. I love hearing all that. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
He would call me. He would call me at work just to say, I love you. He would text me, I hope you're having a good day. I recorded all his voice messages from work onto my phone. So I do, I have his voice. And when the project was making a cookbook, where the whole class had to make a cookbook, and they had to put a picture on the front of the cookbook, and the picture he chose, and I told him he should pick one of his own, was this picture. I don't know if you could see it too good, but it's him wrapped around me. And I says, why aren't you just putting a picture of yourself? He goes, because I want everybody to see my sexy mama. No matter what I did, no matter how horrible I looked, he was always like, if I cut my hair, everybody would hate it. He would always say, you're my sexy mama. So he was my love.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Beautiful. I
Thank
love
you.
that. How
I
had
just say, Karen, I'm sorry, you just made us all love him. You
would
just
everybody
made
that
us all fall in love with him.
or every friend I had loved him. They used to tease me because we would have a sleepover. I got a guest room and they're like, Donnie, you know, we might sneak into your room tonight. And I was like, and you'll lose a very good friend. And my one girlfriend called him jailbait. But every one of my friends, no matter who knew me, knew Donovan. So, I mean, he had personality and a smile. He was loved. He was very much loved.
I can hear it. I hear it. And he still is loved.
Always will be.
Yes. Can you tell me how the Beating Hearts has been helping you on your journey so far?
The Beating Hearts is the only group of people, sisterhood, that understands. Nobody else understands unless you've been through what we've all been through. Nobody understands. They all think you should get over it. And it's helped me to be able to talk about him and share him and cry and be understood where the outside world does not understand. And I appreciate that.
The outside world can be a very cruel place because they don't understand. And that's the basis of why Linda and I are doing this, because we want everyone to know that there is more to our children than just their addiction. On March 12th, National Lookup Day, can you tell me what you want us to know and who you'll be looking up for?
Oh, well, I want you all to know that I appreciate yous. And I will be looking up for Donovan and wishing for hope that the politicians will finally do something to end this craziness. Help the people that need to be helped and punish the ones that need to be punished.
I think we all feel that way. I think you said it perfectly. I think we all need that. We all need that. Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much.